Welcome back to the Lost Survivor Guide with Lost producers Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse, who are here to assure you Lost is a show for everybody.
I like to use the baseball metaphor, which is you can go to a baseball game, and if you don't know a lot about baseball, I think you can enjoy it on one level as a casual viewer, and you can enjoy it on a much deeper level as a regular viewer.
The simplicity of the idea has always been, if you're on an airplane traveling from A to B, you look around and you wonder, who are these people sitting next to me? Who's in the row in front of me? Who's the guy who just walked by me to go to the bathroom? All these people have stories just like you do, and that's what Lost is, essentially.
Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
If that plane then crashed, you would find out everything there is to know about that person.
Tori.
Because you'd be depending on him to save your life.
Oh, please, no, I'm having contractions.
You're gonna be okay, do you understand me? Hey, you! Come here! I need to get this woman away from these fumes.
Oh, you gotta be kidding right now,
Okay? Hey! What's your name?
Jack!
Jack's a doctor, he's a spinal surgeon. He's insecure in many ways, although at the same time, he's a great hero. Whenever there is something that needs to be fixed, he is the first guy who starts rushing amongst the wreckage and pulling people out from under burning pieces of metal, saving lives, taking charge.
Jack's the reluctant hero. I mean, he's thrust into that role, but he doesn't really want it.
Excuse me. Did you ever use a needle?
I made the drapes in my apartment. You don't seem afraid at all. I don't understand that.
Fear's sort of an odd thing. My first solo procedure was a spinal surgery. I was closing her up, and I accidentally ripped her dural sac. Spinal fluid flowing out of her, and the terror was just so real. So I just made a choice. I'd let the fear in, let it take over, let it do its thing. But only for 5 seconds, that's all I was gonna give it. So I started to count, and it was gone. I went back to work, sewed her up, and she was fine.
He holds himself to a very high standard, but he also is sort of plagued by self-doubt.
They need someone to tell them what to do.
I can't,
Why can't you?
because I'm not a leader.
And yet they all treat you like one.
I don't have what it takes.
He is a smart guy, and he seems to know what's what, but he is afraid that once he starts making decisions and taking on that responsibility, that he will make a mistake and therefore jeopardize other people's lives.
Jack!
I had it!
It's nobody's fault.
He's had a lot of father issues, and that really influences him a lot.
What'd you tell him about me, Dad? Your son never really had it. Not like the old man.
He's always kind of lived in the shadow of his great surgeon father.
That's him.
It's very hard for him to assume the mantle of leadership, even though everybody else wants him to do it.
We need to figure out which way we came in,
Why?
because there's a chance we could find the cockpit.
I'm going with you.
I don't know your name.
I'm Kate.
Kate, she likes to run.
Don't run, Kate.
She's a fugitive. She likes to run. She's
He's
afraid
on
of
the run
commitment.
from Johnny Law.
Kate Austin, you're under arrest for murder.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, you did. Hey!
When she gets into situations which require commitment in her life, her instinct is to run.
What if I told you I was a fugitive? I love you, but I can't stay.
There's a U.S. Marshal, and he pursued her all the way to Australia and caught her and was taking her back to L.A. when the plane crashed.
Hey, Kate.
Now she's free, and she's trying to start her life over again.
Lost imitates life. There are so many secrets that people keep from each other.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're worried about me, Jack.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you have a problem staying in one place for very long, Kate.
The title Lost refers to the fact that they're literally on an island, but also metaphorically refers to the fact that these people are lost in their lives.
이것하고 얼굴이 너무 더러워 보여. 빨리 씻으라.
So now that they're on their island, they're trying to wrestle with the very same issues that maybe are the reason that they're on this island in the first place.
What is going on?
Come on, bring it! Stop! We found the transceiver, but it's not working. Can anybody help?
Yes.
Let's trust this guy.
Hey, we're all in this together, man. Let's treat each other with a little respect.
Shut up, Lardo.
Give it a break. Hurley. Said.
How do you know how to do all that?
I was a military communications officer.
Who are you, Air Force? Army?
The Republican Guard.
The thing about the characters is they all sort of start out as archetypes.
How's the baby?
It's okay, I think.
Your husband, was he on the flight?
Oh, no, I'm not married.
Oh, who needs men, right? Bloody useless.
And as you spend more time with them, you realize that they're more complex. But as a new viewer, you can kind of come in and sort of appreciate them for their basic qualities.
You all, everybody! Drive Shaft.
You were in Drive Shaft.
I am in Drive Shaft. I play bass. You all, everybody! You all, everybody!
We gotta keep moving. On the very first night that they get there, they hear this noise that totally freaks them out. There was something very large and very loud and very weird in the jungle.
Terrific.
And then later on, they hike out to the cockpit to find the pilot.
We were 1,000 miles off course. They're looking for us in the wrong place.
Only instance later for that same pilot to be pulled out of the cockpit and thrown up 50 yards into a tree.
How does something like that happen?
And over time, we see more of this monster.
The island is a crazy place, and wacky things happen.
It's a polar bear.
Clearly, this is not an ordinary island.
Would you say it's extraordinary?
I would say it's extraordinary, yes.
Extraordinary.
They're trying to kind of uncover what is the mystery of this island. You know, why is it that no one can find us here? Why is it that we can't communicate with the outside world?
Hey! We've got a bomb! It's French!
The rescue party, it has to be. It's a loop. It's a distress call. It's been playing over and over for 16 years.
Guys, where are we?
No matter how crazy the show ever gets, and no matter how crazy the island ever gets, ultimately it's just always about these people. And spending time with them every week, kind of really rooting for them, hoping that they are able to get off the island, hoping that they are able to fall in love with each other, hoping that they are able to survive whatever adventure we pit them against.
It's been 6 days, and we're all still waiting. Waiting for someone to come. But what if they don't? Last week, most of us were strangers. But we're all here now. And God knows how long we're gonna be here. But if we can't live together, we're gonna die alone.